In the month of December in Stockholm, the sun sets at 14:45. That's 2:45 p.m. You wake up in darkness, go to work, have lunch, look out the window. Darkness falls. They say after a little while you get used to it, take your vitamin D, you'll be okay. But in these 18 hours per day of darkness, is there a way we can do more than just survive? Is there a way that we could thrive? To use this as a canvas, an opportunity. I think it's possible that there's a lot of needs that have to be met in order for us to get through. But what could get us through? My vote, connection to each other, to our city, to our urban environment. We need hope, something to break our 9 to 5 or automatic pilot, something to let new, nourishing ideas in. We need to feel like we belong, that it's not just us reaching out, but that someone or something is actually reaching back. And lastly, one thing I'm pretty sure we need more of, we need just a little bit more light, just a little bit. Hello, my name is Lara. I'm one of 3 founders of Nobel Week Lights, a light art festival presented by the Nobel Prize Museum, the City of Stockholm, and the Stockholm Chamber of Commerce. We're best known for the large-scale video mapping that takes place on the Stockholm City Hall. In the past 3 years, we've worked with sculptures, installations, projections, as well as with even performances. All of our artworks are inspired by Nobel Prize awarded creations, contributions, research, and even stories. But the one thing that is crazy about this image is that it's been taken thousands of times in the last 3 years. Listen, I'm very happy about that. I'm as an organizer, you just say thank you. But what is happening? People are stopping to take this picture, even if they walk by the City Hall every day. People travel from out of town, from other countries, to take this picture. People will stand in -15 degrees to take this picture. A picture that says, I was there. A personal connection is being made between them, the artwork, and this beautiful building. And a personal connection can lead to a sense of belonging, even a sense of ownership. Every time I go by the City Hall, when I go with my daughter, I say, that's where Mama and Papa got married. To which she says, I want to get married right now. And I say, no, you're 3. But what is happening in these stories is that she is growing up thinking that this building plays a role in our family. It's not only a symbol of the city, it's ours. So when people take this picture, they're actually taking their picture. The picture that they'll share with their friends, their family, their colleagues over coffee. The picture that will be the jumping off point for their personal connection, for them to share their own story, to say, remember when? Do you remember when the facade was covered in moving images and colors? Do you remember how cold it was? We all got Irish coffee after. Do you remember when we went for a run in the pouring rain and we ended up out front? Do you remember my 50th birthday party? We had it here because it was COVID, so we couldn't be inside and be safe. Do you remember our first date? We just ended up here somehow, and wow. Do you remember that wild time? We got 150 kayaks. We put lights on the boat. We ended up in front. We saw this from the water. All of these stories and more have been shared with us. In them, we can see the City Hall transform into something personal, precious. And this, in my opinion, is the power of art in public space. Public art gives us permission to move and act differently, permission to think new thoughts, ask new questions, to make new memories. In our quest for belonging, public art opens the city and invites you to make it your own. So let's go back to our thought experiment. How do we transform our dark, long, cold winters into an environment where we could actually thrive? As you can tell, I'm a very big fan of public art, but what kind of art are we talking about? All cultural production should be valued, but what could resonate in this particular context? My biased answer, art that's based on light and interactivity. So light art, interactive art, it has this special transformative quality. It has the possibility of being aesthetically and artistically high quality while being engaging to a really broad audience. It also makes our shiny, cultivated facades twitch a little bit. Some people see this artwork not only as an invitation, but as completely irresistible. This one was my kid's favorite. And granted, she's like terrifyingly persuasive, but she somehow managed to convince our heads of security and tech to jump on these seesaws with her. And she got them bouncing up and down, laughing and giggling like they were a bunch of 3-year-olds themselves. This artwork is by Eva Bayerheimer. We placed it in Sergels Torg, which is an iconic square in Stockholm that over 100,000 people cross every day. This is the perfect place for an interactive artwork. It's the perfect place to make people's automatic pilot glitch. Another way to say this is a perfect place to perform a radical act, to invite people to reconnect and democratize their own city. Public art, it can be a catalyst, whether it's a sublime out-of-body experience at the City Hall, or whether it's the provocation to do a handstand in a busy public square. Public art invites the audience to enjoy their city that now belongs just a little bit more to you. The sun may still set at 2:45 p.m., but at least we can have more light. Thank you.